and today I'm going to give you a few reasons why I think our school system is broken. Now, if you're anything like me, you grew up hearing from your parents that the only way to be successful is to work hard. They only care about one thing in life: finishing school, getting a degree, and landing a job, which they consider being the epitome of success, right? Well, I'm not saying you won't be successful if you do that, but consider this situation. While you work from 9 to 5 at a salary of around $40,000 per year, the CEO of the firm that you work for earns $40,000 every single day. Consider what I've just said. You essentially go to college and get a degree in order to make somebody else wealthy. Let me use a few comparisons that'll illustrate to you guys why I think our school system is broken. So let's compare the real world to school. You are instructed to compose a 5-page essay in 2 hours and then grade it on it to determine a mark that will never be used. Let me explain how it works in the real world, especially if you're one of the 1% of us who refuses to work for a boss. When you come into a room with a pitch meeting, the person will decide whether or not you have their business in 7 to 10 seconds on average. This indicates that your 5-page essay from high school was, well, useless. That brings me to the next point. You are an employee from the first grade. You're probably wondering to yourself, how can I say that? Well, this is one of the more true statements I've ever made. And before you dismiss me as delusional and completely irrational, give me a chance to explain. Consider high school. You have to write essays, work on computers with Microsoft Office, Access, Excel, and so on. And I could go on and on. The school system exists to help you find a job, not to make you wealthy. You get to use computers in school because our system requires people to work mostly in offices, right? And you get to write essays because our occupations require us to do administrative work. My third point: your grades determine your employment, not your success. When you leave high school, your grades will determine where you will go, to what college you will go, right? It may be Harvard, Yale, or somewhere else entirely. Our system is aware of this, as it is determined by your final grade. If you're a straight A student, you'll almost certainly get into a wonderful college and say, "Great, when can I get a job?" But what if you don't qualify for those schools? You end up working for $15 an hour at a McDonald's. That's simply not acceptable. A statement that I believe in: I didn't go to Harvard, but the people who work for me did. That is a very famous quote by Elon Musk. Let me bring you to my testimony to conclude. In my opinion, success is a pretty nebulous phrase. For my parents, success means working from 9 to 5 for a salary that barely covers all of the bills and taking a local vacation once a year. Sure, I adore them and I'm grateful for everything they did to me for it as a child. But as I grew older, I realized I couldn't live like this, and my children can't grow up without their father because he works a 9 to 5 job. No, that's unacceptable. When I graduated from high school, I thought there was nothing that could stop me. I wrote on a piece of paper, "I will be the first billionaire in my family," and repeated that declaration 20 times every morning after going through my morning routine. Obviously, simply repeating something will not make you a billionaire. Success requires hard work, guys. But if you convince yourself that you will be wealthy and successful, nothing will be able to stop you. And that is why I think our school system is broken. If you want to check out the full blog post, see the link in the description.